I can't. Hello, Cougar Band. How are we today? Welcome to the 2020 Logan County High School Cougar Banquet. I'm glad that you're here. This is being live streamed on YouTube, and it'll be archived on my school YouTube page so that those of us that... Hello, Cougar Band. How are we today? Welcome to the 2020 Logan County High School Cougar Banquet. Glad that you're here. This is being live streamed on YouTube, and it'll be archived on my school YouTube page so that that's because those of us that... Hello, Cougar Band. Oh, it's because my YouTube page was open. So let's try again. All right. Can you hear me now, Xander? Turn your volume up. Make sure your volume's up because it's coming through on Miss Beasley's phone here in the band room and Miss Miller's. So everybody make sure your volume's up and all that stuff. So anyways, back to where I was. Sorry, I had my learning some technology. I've learned more about technology in the last 2 months than I've learned in a long time. And I've always thought I was pretty good with technology, but we'll see. So anyway, this is being live streamed on YouTube, and it'll be archived on my YouTube, school YouTube page, so that anybody that didn't get a chance to watch it or wants to watch it again can go to there and watch it again. So I'm happy that you're here. I'm sorry that this is not normal fashion. I think all of us would like to be together right now. And so when this all this is over and we have the clear to assemble in large groups, we'll schedule some sort of a cookout or a gathering where we can all be together and share some food and share just being with each other. But until then, we're going to do it this way. I have a few disclaimers that I always read at the beginning of every band banquet. My first disclaimer here is I know that there's probably different ways of doing this, and this is the best way that I could make this happen. So I hope you'll bear with me. Every year, I would leave somebody out and I miss an award for them. And every year I give somebody an award that wasn't supposed to get one. So if I make a mistake or something, please be patient with me and just let me know and we'll make it right. So, and I apologize in advance if I leave somebody out on that. We hope to mail, not email, but all the actual awards out next week at some point. There are some awards that trophy shops and whatnot aren't open and whatnot, and the company that makes our letters because of this is behind as well. So there may be a delay in getting a few things out, but we'll start getting as much as we can out next week via mail. So just wanted you guys to know that. So without further ado, welcome to the banquet. I have Miss Beasley and Miss Miller both here with me. We are all properly social distancing, and you'll get to see their wonderful faces at various points during the banquet. So glad that you're here. So we're going to just go through our slideshow here. We've got a lot of fun things. We've got some recognition, some awards. We got our reveal video for next year's marching show, which I'm really psyched about. We have some senior videos that we're going to watch. We have a wonderful slideshow that Erica Lyons has put together for us towards the end, and we'll go from there. So here we go. First people we want to recognize is our 8th grade marching band students, and they will all get a certificate like that, as they do every year. And I just want to make sure we give a shout out to Claire Dayton, Nate Farley, Cooper Gregory, Lily Henderson, Jaden Rager, and Caitlin Watkins. We are so blessed and so thankful that all of you guys were with us this year. You guys made us better by being with us and helping carry on that Cougar spirit and tradition. So you guys are awesome, and we're thankful that you're taking your experiences back to your schools and sharing that with your classmates and whatnot. And on that subject, I believe we have the largest incoming freshman class that we've had since I've been here, and I believe longer than that. I think we have 31 incoming 9th graders signed up for next year. So that's a pretty awesome number. I think before that we had 26 a few years ago. So, and I think you guys taking your stories back to your schools and sharing with it is one of the reasons why. So we thank you for that. Congratulations. Next, I want to recognize our color guard ladies and their letters and bars. If they fulfill their color guard requirement, if you're a first-time high school color guard member, you'll get a letter to put on your letterman jacket. It looks something like that. So the bar here symbolizes your first year as a high schooler, and then a color guard here. And so you'll all get one of those. And I want to recognize those students. And those students are Miss Caitlin Kahn, Miss Maggie Dukes, and Miss Laura Lynn Head. So congratulations to you. Our returning color guard members that have fulfilled their requirement in high school, they'll get a bar to sew onto their letter to symbolize their second year on that. So those members are Miss Sierra Beatty, Miss Brianna Brooks, Dallas Buchanan, Amina Darden, Allie Dotson, Paige Haley, Caitlin Hallams, Caitlin Miller, Hannah Plummer, Sida Sowell, Skylar Stewart, and Zay Vaughn. So congratulations, ladies. We're all very, very proud of you for fulfilling your responsibilities and being wonderful young ladies. Next, we're going to move on to our lettering in band. This is something that the band boosters and Miss Beasley and myself decided we were going to bring back to the program a few years ago. Obviously, anybody can go down to the sports store and order a letter. You can buy your letter. But I believe that when you earn something, it has more value to us all. And so how do you letter in band? It says here you have to be enrolled in band both semesters. You have to fulfill all your performance requirements, your marching band, your pep band, your concert band requirements, and then you must do at least one above and beyond activity outside the classroom. Examples of those are auditioning for all district, participating in solo and ensemble festival, day of percussion festival, and really any other event that you just bring to me and we approve, and just something above and beyond out of the classroom. And so these are our people to letter for the first time. Again, band, that's our color guard one. Our band students will get an LC letter, and it has the band here, and then your first chevron there for your first year there of high school. And then our subsequent ones will get a bar to add to the ones that they already have. So those students getting a letter for the first time, we have Mr. Wyatt Reading, Miss Rayanne Brinkley, Miss Mariah Purdue, Mr. Taylor Corbin, Mr. Evan Dana, Mr. Dakota Sieber, Mr. Henry Ham, and Miss DJ Penrod. Very, very proud of all you guys for earning your first letter. And those returning members that are earning their next bar to signify earning their letter, those go as follows. Ms. Callie Dowell, Madison Forrest, Brooklyn Haskins, Riley Hobbs, Mary Mayhew, Bailey Borders, Neil Corsi, Brianna Brooks, Allie Dodson, Lana Duncan, Carlos Gonzalez, Amber Hirschberger, Cassidy Hudson, Grace Richardson, Bethany Borders, Erica Lyons, Carly McLevain, Chris Gonzalez, Kelly Proctor, Colton Watkins, Sierra Beatty, Amina Darden, Paige Haley, Xander Carnell, Cameron Bunce, Joshua Lawrence, Austin Smith, Morgan Smith, Michael Windhouse, Lauren Hines, Dawson Rogers, Jameson McPherson, Connor Saylor, Penelope Coles, Jesse Buchanan, Matthew Robertson, Richard Schoonover III, Brandon Appling, Molly Crawford, Trenton Fears, Lauren Pitts, Ashlyn Candler, Ethan Lowry, and Morgan Parker. So all of you that are at home, let's give all those guys a round of applause. Congratulations to all of you. Next, we're going to move on to our students that participated in our solo and ensemble, our District 3 KMEA Solo and Ensemble Festival. And we're going to recognize our students that earned a proficient rating. We had, I believe, the largest showing. I could be wrong, but I believe the largest showing of any school in our district at this festival. I think with, I think there were 35 activities that were represented Logan County, and all of them received proficient or distinguished. There were no apprentice or novice, so we're very, very proud of that. Our proficient ensembles those students will receive a medallion medal for earning the proficient ensembles. So I'll recognize those people. We had a proficient clarinet duet, which was Brianna Brooks and Amber Hirschberger. We had a brass duet, which is Penelope Coles and Xander Carnell. We had a saxophone duet, Sierra Beatty and Molly Crawford. We had a miscellaneous duet, Matthew Robertson and Xander Carnell. We had a flute trio, Wyatt Reading, Callie Dowell, and Madison Forrest. And we had a trombone trio, Jameson McPherson, Connor Saylor, and Dakota Sieber. Congratulations, guys. Very proud of all of you. Next, we want to recognize our proficient solos. They will all get a medal that is green from KMEA. And our proficient solos were Cassidy Hudson on clarinet, Xander Carnell on trumpet, Sierra Beatty on baritone saxophone, Amber Hirschberger on clarinet, Brianna Brooks on clarinet, Dawson Rogers on French horn, and Molly Crawford on tenor saxophone. Congratulations to you guys. Next, we're going to move on to our distinguished ensembles, and they will get a blue medal from KMEA. And these are our distinguished ensembles. We had a duet, a miscellaneous duet. It's Alana Duncan and Brooklyn Haskins. We had a euphonium trio, Penelope Coles, Lauren Hines, Evan Dana. We had a clarinet duet, Carly McIlvain and Alana Duncan. We had a clarinet trio, Amber Hirschberger, Carly McIlvain, and Alana Duncan. We had a woodwind ensemble, which was Miss Bethany Borders, Bailey Borders, Mary Mayhew, and Grace Richardson. We had a saxophone duet, Colton Watkins and Molly Crawford. Probably going too fast. There's a lot of silence here, so makes me feel weird. Anyways, clarinet choir, we had Carlos Gonzalez, Grace Richardson, Cassidy Hudson, Alana Duncan, Amber Hirschberger, Brianna Brooks, Mariah Purdue, Allie Dotson, Bethany Borders, and Carly McIlvain. We had a woodwind quintet, which was Kelly Proctor, Sierra Beatty, Colton Watkins, and Taylor Corbin. And that was only 4 names, and that's a quartet. So I may have left somebody out of that. I apologize for that. I'm not sure who that was. Had a miscellaneous ensemble. I believe this was the jazz ensemble. Michael Windhouse, Neil Corsi, Colton Watkins, Kelly Proctor, Connor Saylor, Joshua Lawrence, Dakota Sieber, Sierra Beatty, Molly Crawford, and Molly Crawford. We had a flute duet, Callie Dowell and Madison Forrest. We had a woodwind quintet, Bailey Borders, Neil Corsi, Mary Mayhew, Grace Richardson, and Dawson Rogers. And we also had a miscellaneous duet. When I say miscellaneous, that's where the instruments, maybe a woodwind and a brass mixed together. That's Mr. Colton Watkins and Michael Windhouse. And we had a flute trio, Miss Mary Mayhew, Miss Bailey Borders, and Miss Riley Hobbs. So congratulations on those distinguished ensembles. Very nice job. Very proud of you. Moving on, we had several students earn distinguished in their solos, and they'll get a yellow medal from KMEA. And those students were Grace Richardson, clarinet, Mariah Purdue on clarinet, Matthew Robertson on tuba, Austin Smith on trumpet, Molly Crawford on melodic percussion, Molly Crawford on snare drum, Lauren Hines on euphonium, Riley Hobbs on flute, and Colton Watkins on tenor saxophone. So congratulations to you guys. We did have one student that, I should have forwarded that. We did have one student that qualified for the State Solo and Ensemble Festival. Unfortunately, that event got canceled due to the things that are going on right now, but I want to make sure I recognize her, and that was Miss Riley Hodge, qualified to go to that festival. Congratulations, Riley. Very proud of you. So moving on, we have some Color Guard Awards. It's Miss Miller's turn, and I'm going to step away for a moment and turn it over to Miss Miller.
Hey guys, so this is nice and interesting, but maybe better that we're separated like this because we have some really good seniors who are going to be leaving us at the end, but we still have a really good group. So I'm just going to go through this list. And like Mr. Dayton said, you guys will be getting your certificates in the mail later on. So I want to start with the Team Captain Award. This year, there were 3 girls who I thought really kind of exemplified what it meant to be a captain. They were working with folks who needed some extra help and spending time with other girls in the Guard. And those go to Amina Darden, Hannah Plummer, and Dallas Buchanan. The next award is just kind of a silly award, but it's one that probably I'll have to keep giving every year. And it's the Last 2 Counts Award because I could never figure out what to write for the last 2 counts of a set. And Amina Darden, you got that award because you're always helping me figure that out. The Spirit of the LCHS Color Guard Award will go to Zay Vaughn. The most daring is Skylar Stewart, who would try and toss a 10. And I'd be terrified of, is she going to catch it? Is she not? So she's doing everything crazy, but of course she's going to get it. The Top Junior Award will go to Sierra Beatty. The Top Performer Award goes to Allie Dotson. Top Weapons will go to Caitlin Hallams. Best Saber Award will go to Caitlin Miller. I know she didn't want to do saber originally, but she did really well with it. Best Rifle Award will go to Paige Haley. The Heart of Gold Award goes to Sita Sal, who always kept the best interests of everybody else in mind. Best Technique goes to Brianna Brooks. Best Attitude, Caitlin Kahn. The Performance Award this year will go to Maggie Dukes. The MVP award will go to Caitlin Watkins, who essentially seems like she's been on the guard for 5 years, although this was her first year coming in. Most Improved Award is Laura Lynn Head. And those are our awards. So much faster than Mr. Dayton, sorry.
Thank you, Ms. Miller, and congratulations, Color Guard. Very proud of all of you. All right, next we want to recognize, we had 4 students selected to participate in the West Kentucky Day of Percussion Honors Ensemble. Unfortunately, that event did get canceled as well, but I did want to recognize those students for being selected, and they will get a certificate, and I believe don't hold me to it, but I believe they're still going to try to send you out your t-shirts that you would have gotten. So those 4 students that were participating in that, were Mr. Brandon Appling in our honor drum line, Mr. Trenton Fears in the honor drum line, Miss Molly Crawford in the honor percussion ensemble, and Miss Ashlyn Candler in the honor percussion ensemble. So very proud of you guys, and I was really looking forward to getting to watch y'all have that experience. I'm sorry that you didn't, but very proud of you and honored that you got selected to be a part of that group. Our next students we want to recognize are our students that were selected for the WKU Honors Band Festival. I think we had 13 students, and those students will get a certificate as well to recognize their efforts with that. We had a great weekend, made some wonderful music with different people from, when you go to these honor band thing, it's not just people within our district, it's people from, there's some people from Tennessee, people from Indiana and things like that. So you kind of get a different mix. And so it's fun to make music with those people. So I'd like to recognize those students. And those students are Ms. Kelly Proctor, Ms. Brianna Brooks, Bethany Borders, Neil Coursey, Carlos Gonzalez, Dawson Rogers, Jesse Buchanan, Lauren Hines, Penelope Coles, Bailey Borders, Ashlyn Candler, Riley Hobbs, and Grace Richardson. So congratulations, and I'm glad that y'all got to have that experience and make some wonderful music. Next, we want to recognize our students that were selected for the Murray State Quad State Band Festival. And again, very similar to the WKU Honor Band, it's just at Murray, and you get to see some people, maybe a little bit more people from the west side of the state, which is always kind of fun. And they'll get a certificate as well to recognize their efforts from that. And those students were Miss Penelope Coles, Riley Hobbs, Dawson Rogers, Ashlyn Candler, Dakota Sieber, Joshua Lawrence, Neil Coursey, Amber Hirschberger, Brianna Brooks, Carlos Gonzalez, Mariah Purdue, Mary Mayhew, and Bailey Borders. Congratulations, you guys. Very proud of you. Next, we'd like to recognize our students that auditioned for and were accepted into the 3rd District, the KMEA 3rd District Band Directors Association All District Band. Always disclaimer with that, just so everybody understands, the All District Band is comprised of, I think there are 13 different counties involved. They go all the way over to Cumberland County and all the way over to Christian County, Hopkinsville, all the way up to Muhlenberg County and Barron County. So it's a very large group of people that audition for this group, and it's a wonderful honor to be selected for this group. So those students will receive a certificate from TDBDA, and they'll also receive a patch from KMEA TDBDA as well, 3rd District Band Directors Association. So I want to recognize those students. Those students are Carlos Gonzalez, Evan Dana, Joshua Lawrence, Jesse Buchanan, Riley Hobbs, Penelope Coles, Grace Richardson, Brianna Brooks, Mary Mayhew, Lauren Hines, Mariah Purdue, and Amber Hirschberger. So congratulations to you guys. I'm very, very proud of you. Very good job representing your school at that event. The next thing are our superlative awards. We started this, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years ago. And every year the leadership team kind of comes up with, they kind of modify them and stuff. We didn't get a chance to do that. So I just kind of went off of some from the past, and then students vote on these. So I always say that just in case, well, just so you don't blame me and don't blame Ms. Beasley and don't blame Ms. Miller. All right. So anyway, these are just meant to be fun awards. They've got certificates to go with them. And these are always just a hoot and just to have a lot of fun. So anyways, our first superlative award goes to, and with these, just like superlatives in the yearbook, generally we have one male and one female. Sometimes that's not always accurate. But our first best hair award, female goes to Ms. Riley Hobbs and male goes to Mr. Richard Schoonover III. Congratulations on best hair award. Our best dance moves award goes to Ms. Lauren Pitts and Mr. Trenton Fears. Our most likely to fall during a marching show award goes to Cameron Bunce and Brianna Brooks. These are a lot more fun to give out when there's people sitting in the audience laughing. So I hope you're at home laughing. I guess I should have done a monologue at the beginning too. Just kidding. Miss Beasley said no. Most graceful guard member, we have two of those. Skylar Stewart and Sierra Beatty, most graceful guard members. Our most likely to spill the tea award. I think Mary Mayhew has won this on the girls' side every year we've given it. So congratulations, Mary. We do have a new guy winning it this year though, and that is Mr. Jameson McPherson, most likely to spill the tea. Our best color guard smile award, we have two of those. Goes to Miss Amina Darden and Ms. Zay Vaughn. Congratulations, ladies. You have beautiful smiles. All of you have beautiful smiles. Remember, students voted on these, not me. Our cutest band couple award, drum roll, please. Cassidy Hudson and Michael Windhouse. No surprise there. I think they've won it every year they've been in band. This one goes back. This one has some history, and you have to know your band history to understand this one. And we did have a tie in the guy department for this one. This is the most likely to be Jacob White Award. Female goes to Lauren Hines. And again, we had a tie in the male award, male category, Mr. Jesse Buchanan and Mr. Dawson Rogers, most likely to be Jacob White. So, if you don't know your band history, it's not funny. If you do, it's hilarious. Our biggest bromance award goes to, obviously it's a bromance, so it has to go to two guys. Mr. Michael Windhouse and Mr. Brandon Appling. Did not know there was a bromance there, but who knows? I do have to give the biggest bromance staff award. We really didn't have to vote on this one, but it goes to Zach Watts and Ethan Smith. Everybody knows that. Congratulations to you. Most likely to forget your instrument award. This goes to Mr. Neil Corsi and Miss Rayanne Brinkley. Most likely to be a band mom, most likely to be a band dad. Sierra Beatty and Dawson Rogers. Our future band director award goes to Ms. Riley Hobbs and Xander Carnell. Most likely to dehydrate award. Not sure if we should give awards for that, but Ms. Lauren Hines and Mr. Cameron Bunce. The loudest kid on the band bus award, Mr. Jesse Buchanan and Miss Emily Bowersock. I can hear them now. Most improved senior from freshman year, Grace Richardson and Dawson Rogers. Most changed senior from freshman year, Penelope Coles and Dawson Rogers. Let's see, most likely to knock someone out with a flag award. That goes to Miss Allie Dotson and Miss Laura Lynn Head. Congratulations, ladies. Be careful out there. Our best dressed award goes to Colton Watkins and Bethany Borders. And we have two staff awards. Best Frowny Face Award. If you don't know who that is, that's Zach Watts. And I really enjoyed the meme that somebody sent that had a brick that had Zach Watts shows up to rehearsal on it. and it had a TV that said "My Good Mood" on it, and then it had the TV being exploded by the rock. That was really funny. And then most likely to call you homeboy award goes to Mr. Ethan Smith. So that's all of our superlative awards. So those are a lot of fun. I hope that you laughed a little bit at home. Made me laugh a little bit here. Miss Beasley even laughed, and so did Miss Miller. So there you go. Next thing we'd like to do is just kind of recap what we did as a marching band and relive some of those awards that we got. Got our trophies behind us, if you can see some of them. But at our first contest at Franklin Simpson, we were first place, Class 3A, Best Guard in 3A, and Best Percussion 3A. That's pretty awesome. Russellville, we were first place, Class 3A, Best Guard, Class 3A, Best Percussion 3A, and Reserve Grand Champion. That's pretty awesome. McLean County contest, first place in Class 3A and Grand Champion. I don't know when the last time Logan County won a Grand Champion. I know it was before I started teaching here 8 years ago. So very excited about that. And that was a lot of fun that night, watching you guys run across the field and get set up to do a victory lap is what we call it when we get that extra performance in. So that was a lot of fun that night. Congratulations to you guys. At our Hopkinsville contest and a prelims performance, we were first place in Class 3A. And in finals, we were 7th place overall. And at KMEA regionals, we were 8th place, which qualified us to go to the KMEA state semifinals. And we were 13th place. And everybody that was in the marching band will get a patch like this that says 2019 semifinalist. You'll get one of those. Everybody that was in marching band get one of those. Congratulations on that. It was a wonderful marching band season. Wonderful marching band season. Now we go to our concert band awards. Yes. Not yet. We didn't have any concert band awards because all of our concert band assessments got canceled. So that was sad, but we did have we really had a great concert ready to perform. And to be honest with you, this is not my best suit because my best suit's at the cleaners because we were supposed to have a concert the week after we all got sent on quarantine. So, but you guys were really in for a special treat, and we'll just have to save that for another day. So you guys are awesome, and we love you. So let's move along. I want to recognize our field commanders, Riley Hobbs and Neil Coursey. Did an awesome job this year. They'll get a picture of the group that they conducted this year to remind them. Maybe in 20 years, they'll look back on that and remember their time as field commanders of the 2019-2020 marching band season. Very proud of you guys and appreciate you guys leading us in the right direction and being awesome. Next, I want to make sure we recognize Mr. Tunks and Mr. White, our student teachers. You'll also get a picture of the group. Unfortunately, we didn't get a concert band picture because we didn't go to any concert band stuff, but we will make sure we get you a picture. Maybe you guys will look back on your time with us and hope you learned something. Hope you had a great experience. We enjoyed having you guys with us. The next thing I want to do is we are at the point where we are going to reveal next year's marching band show. So I want to make sure I have everything turned on here. I want to share my computer sound. Turn your volume up. And
so let us ask ourselves, what kind of people do we think we are? And let us answer, free people, worthy of freedom, and determined not only to remain so, but to help others gain their freedom as well.
All in all, it was just a brick in the wall.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
All in all, it was all just bricks in the wall.
Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
All right, so I hope they got you excited. I'm pretty pumped about it. I think it's going to be an awesome show, and I'm really looking forward to marching season and getting that on the field. And I hope we've got some parents that are ready to help build a few props and help move a few props, because we're going to have them out there. So anyway, I'm excited about it. It's going to be awesome. Next thing we're going to do is I want to make sure we say thank you to our band staff, who is always awesome and wonderful. Mr. Austin McLean, Mr. Baxter Fee, Ms. Nicole Miller, of course, Mr. Landon Owens, Ms. Alexandra Slayton, Mr. Ethan Smith, Mr. Zach Watts, and Ms. Molly Bell. We'll thank Ms. Beasley in a minute. All right. Thank you, band staff, for always showing up and helping us and making us better musicians and better people. Thank you very much. I want to say thank you to our parents, anybody that helped out. It takes a village to do this. And those of you guys that have been around for a while, you really realize it. So if you helped out in any way with anything, we just want to say thank you. If you drove a bus or drove equipment, if you showed up to help with uniforms, if you helped with feeding the students or worked in the concession stands, if you helped build and move props, pit equipment, sound equipment, all those things. I do want to give a special shout out to Mr. Beasley. He always volunteers his time, and I'm very thankful for him to come out and help us. And I want to say thank you to my wife, Kelly, for putting up with me all through the year. So thank you. And really just, if you helped in any way, there's nothing too small that shouldn't go unappreciated. So we're very thankful for all the help that you guys do to help our students be successful every time they get together. Thank you very much. Next, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Beasley. We're going to recognize our student leadership team, and she's going to go through that. So please welcome Ms. Beasley.
Hello, everybody. I usually get away with not having to speak at this because I get to play Vanna White and show you the awards and pass things out, but not so lucky this year. So leadership team will all be receiving certificates. I think we had 25 people on our team this year and serving in numerous roles. And thank you all for putting in that extra effort to help make our group the best it can be. So members of the leadership team for this year: Riley Hobbs, Sita Sow, Zay Vaughn, Sierra Beatty, Skylar Stewart, Allie Dotson, Hannah Plummer, Bailey Borders, Mary Mayhew, Bethany Borders, Neil Coursey, Amina Darden, Grace Richardson, Kelly Proctor, Micah Windhouse, Dawson Rogers, Penelope Coles, Molly Crawford, Lauren Pitts, Trenton Fears, Colton Watkins, Lauren Hines, Jamison McPherson, Xander Carnell, and Carlos Gonzalez. Thanks for serving, and I hope to see you all soon.
Thank you, Ms. Beasley, and thank you, our leadership team. Moving right along, I want to make sure we give a special shout out to our Band Booster officers and all that they do. You guys as well, we always give the Band Booster officers a picture of the group that they help support. Usually it's a two-tiered picture that's got a picture of the marching band and a picture of the concert band. Again, we don't have a picture of the concert band. So you're just going to get one picture this year. Sorry. Anyways, I want to say thank you for Zach Lawrence for leading our booster organization. Ms. Christy Dodson for being a wonderful vice president, Ms. Wyvon Coles for being an awesome secretary, and Ms. Shelley Hines for being a wonderful treasurer. So thank you very much for all that you do and helping our students be successful. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to Ms. Miller, and this is where I give her some sort of thank you card, and I don't have that for her, but thank you, Ms. Miller. That'll be in the mail tomorrow, I promise. And then I want to say thank you to Ms. Beasley, and this is where she comes up and we shake hands and I give her some sort of card, but that'll be in the mail next week as well. So thank you, Ms. Beasley. Next, this is always a fun time. You know, it's a band banquet and award ceremony, and we always include a moment to recognize our seniors and give them a little spotlight. So we're going to do that right now. All the seniors were encouraged to, and I have this basic same speech every year with the seniors. You know, that they're welcome and encouraged to give a speech of some sort if they'd like to, but they don't have to if they don't want to. So, but I always want to make sure they have the opportunity. And so things are a little different this year. So with technology and communications a little weird, but we did try to reach out to the seniors as best we could and see if anyone wanted to submit a video. So we have some different senior videos from different students, but not all the students, and that's completely fine. But we want to make sure we recognize them. Our first senior we want to recognize is Miss Bailey Borders. Plays flute, and she was field commander her junior year, and she's just an all-around awesome young lady. She was an all-district band, I believe, her sophomore year. It might have been her freshman year. But Bailey, we were very, very proud of you. She also was playing oboe in the concert band this year. So very proud of you and very thankful for you being a part of our band program. Next is her twin sister. Yes, they're twins. You see that, but they're very different. And personalities and everything. They're both wonderful young ladies. Bethany's a clarinet player and played bass clarinet for us this year. Moved to the bottom end of the section. Just a fantastic person, and very thankful that she's been a part of our program as well. Next is Miss Ashlyn Candler. We have a video from her, so we're going to show that video. Make sure I have the sound turned on.
Hey yo, it's Ashlyn, in case someone didn't know. I'm gonna try to be quick because I get emotional and I can't do that. But first I want to apologize to everybody for kind of dipping out for a little bit. I know I probably let some people down and I'm really sorry for that. But yeah, thanks to Mr. Day and Miss Beasley for really pushing me as a musician. All of my instructors, Austin, Baxter, Landon, Mr. Jones, you guys are all awesome and have really shown me like what I want to do with my life. Thanks to my friends, I have some awesome friends, and I would not have those friends if I hadn't have done band. I know I wouldn't, and I'm so thankful for those relationships that I built through band. I really can't thank everyone enough. But yeah, I love all of you guys so much. Keep doing music. It's great. But yeah, love you. Thanks.
Thank you for that, Ashlyn. Thank you very much. Next, we have Miss Penelope Coles, plays the euphonium. She also played trombone in our jazz band. She's been a member of our all-district bands and very, very musically talented young lady. Looking forward to seeing what the future holds for Miss Penelope Coles. We're very, very proud of you, Penelope. Next, we have Miss Molly Crawford. We have a video from her.
The past 4 years in the Logan County Band has been nothing short of amazing. From Mr. Dayton's seemingly random life lessons to all the wonderful memories that I made in the back of the room with the percussion section, I really couldn't have asked for a better band experience than what I've been given in the past 4 years. So I just want to say thank you to Mr. Dayton and all the staff and all the wonderful friends that I've made along the way, and the band parents for always supporting us, and anyone else who is working behind the scenes that I might be forgetting right now. So one of my favorite end of the year traditions at Auburn was always the poems that Miss Bales and then Miss Beasley wrote for the 8th graders. And after learning music and everything else from Miss Beasley for 13 years, I think it's my turn to issue one of these heartfelt farewells to one of my greatest teachers that I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. So here it goes. I was only 5 when I met the legend Mandy B. From that moment, she somehow always believed in me. She's seen me at my best and worst, yet her support never wavers. Instrument changes, tears, ambulance rides, just to name a few favors. I know Miss Beasley has helped shape me into who I am today, for unlike my time in public school, her impact will not end in May. I will forever be grateful for the love that she has given, and even her not-so-fun pep talks when I was a little less than driven. So here's a big thank you to one of the best women I have ever known. And because you've been my band director, I know that I have grown. So thank you, Miss Beasley, for everything in the past 13 years. And I love you all. That's all I have to say about that.
Thank you, Molly. Thank you very much. Next, we have Miss Amina Darden. We have a video from her as well.
All right, y'all, I gotta tighten up because this is like my 3rd take of this video, and it's the day is due, and it's gotta be 1 to 2 minutes max, so I'm gonna talk real fast and I'm gonna summarize it. Okay, so I want to thank OG David D for being the best director in the world. Even times when I wanted to give up, he wouldn't let me, and I know it was for the best. I was like, it's hot out here. I know this man feels the sun. I am parched and I am thirsty. When is it time to go? But that was 5 minutes more that I could get better, and I love him so much for it. And I hope to meet more people like him moving forward. And secondly, I want to thank the baddest B. Oh, I'm going to miss that walk, that talk, baby girl. I love her so much. I just respect baddest B. Okay, when that blue Mazda came around the corner, incoming freshman, when you see that blue Mazda pull up, you better get that attention because she do not play around. But I love her for it. I respect her for it. I love the focus that she gives the group. I know she always has our best interests at heart. And I love her so much. And I know coming forward, we are going to snap together on all y'all. Let's go. Okay. Now, Miss Camille's, I want to thank her so much. She is the guard savior coming in. I was like, who is Miss Miller? I don't know who she is. What she going to do? Make us read? Please. But anyway, for real though, she believed in me even when I didn't. She taught me things about the flag that I didn't even know about, and it made me better. It made my leadership better, and she just let me shine like I've always wanted to, and I appreciate her for it, and I love her for it, okay? To my guard girls, I'm going to miss you so much. I love you so much. I met my best friends in band, 3.5 for life. Y'all already know. To the band as a whole, I love you guys so much. I'm going to miss you. You gave me laughs. You gave me Beyonce moments, and I love you so much for it. The camaraderie, I'm going to miss it so much, but I gotta go one last time. Can everybody please cue the applause? Says pause for applause.
Thank you, Amina. Thank you very much. Next, we have Mr. Carlos Gonzalez. We have a video from him.
All I'd like to say is I'm glad that I chose to join band. It has helped me make new friends and create a bunch of memories. I'd like to thank all my teachers for helping me improve and pushing me to become a better musician. I'd like to thank Mr. Dayton for making junior and senior year really fun. I'd like to thank my friends for making band an enjoyable experience, and I'd like to thank my family for telling me to join.
Thank you, Carlos. Very proud of you, buddy. Next, we have Miss Riley Hobbs.
Honestly, I've been thinking of how I'd word this speech since like my freshman year, and now that I have to do it, I struggled to find out what to say. But of course, I would like to thank all of you for playing a part in my experience within this group. You've really helped me learn lots about myself and others, even things I wish I hadn't known. We're all capable of so much more than we give ourselves credit. This has helped contribute to some of my favorite memories throughout high school. I'm so grateful for all of you. It's going to be so odd not having any of you with me next year. I'd like to thank all the flutes. You've all really pushed me to always seek improvement, both personally and in my performances. When I was scared of an audition or doubtful of whether or not I played a part decently, one of you was always there to lift me up and remind me of how much I can accomplish. I love all of you, and I was so happy to be a part of this little group. And to both Brooklyn and Callie, thank you for the almost daily compliments. You are both so beautiful. And to all of you, since I won't be there to do it, one of you audition for All District or Honors Band, because I know every single one of you can do it. Give yourselves more credit. I'd like to mention our little family for testing my patience at times. It's okay, I still love you. And for teaching me that all of us have our own unique and special qualities that contribute so much to the character of this group. You've taught me that we all grow at our own pace, and sometimes we can drift from one another. That's just part of life, but I know that you will be there for me whenever I need you. Thank you for always trying to make me feel a part of something. Finally, I would like to thank Mr. Dayton for our many, almost too personal conversations during 5th period. You probably know more about me at this point than myself, for always encouraging me to laugh and smile, even on the days when I was having a really hard time remembering how to. Thank you so much for helping me push to be a better flutist and always reminded me of how talented I was. You've honestly been one of the most influential You've honestly been one of the most influential people in my life, and you mean so much more to me than you could possibly imagine. You've helped me through so much more than just band and performances. I hope to continue to live up to being a legend in your eyes. I know I haven't always been the most openly happy or cheerful person in the group. On more than one occasion, I've had someone tell me that they thought I hated them at first. Well, I hope to clear that up now. You are all so special to me in your own little ways. There is something to love about every single one of you. And I hope I've influenced you even a fraction of how much you have for me. This group will always have a place in my heart. Thank you for all the memories.
Thank you, Riley. Very proud of you. Thank you. Next, we have Miss Erica Lyons. The video from her.
I think that we all thought this would go differently, but apparently not. We waited 4 years for the senior banquet. This is what we get. It's better than nothing. My 4 years, the band has taught me that you're a family. You might not like everybody, but you're a family. You do everything together. You learn together. You eat together. It's one of the most amazing experiences I have ever had, and I wish that I could redo it again. During my whole experience, it has taught me to be stronger for those that are willing to work with me and to be there for me. And we've all lost someone in our band, and that was one of the most devastating things. Because I also lost another friend within a week of that. So the band kind of helped me get my mind off things. The band has been probably one of the most challenging things that I've ever done and will ever do. Probably not that, but I will miss every single one of y'all. I hope someone can take over doing my slideshow because it's awesome. You can't lie. Especially that feeling when you go out onto the field, knowing that your parents are in the stands cheering you on, or knowing that they go to semifinals all the way to see you and hold up their sign saying that they're here and they love you. I hope the incoming freshmen, they're in for a butt whooping. It's a lot of work. It's fun though. Very fun. I hope that this coronavirus stuff goes away. That way the juniors can have their last hurrah. If not, that's going to be really sad. I wish the best to everybody. And I hope the best for everybody. And thanks, Mr. Dayton, for yelling at me and getting on to me just as much as anybody else. Thank you, Logan County High School Marching Band, for one of the best 4 years of my life.
Thank you, Erica. You're welcome. Thank you. Very proud of you too. Next, we have Miss Mary Mayhew. We have a video from her as well.
Hi, everyone. This is weird and awkward, even though it's just me talking to a camera and looking into my own eyes. But I'm gonna just say my piece, and it's short. It consists of 3 go-offs. So the first go-off is for the parents, because they do so much for us and they've gotten us through broken shoes and zippers and plumes and all kinds of disasters. What we think of disasters, but now we're in a pandemic, so maybe not. But you know, go off to the parents. And second go off is for our band directors. You know, Miss Beasley, she got to deal with this. Maybe not as much as Mr. Dayton, but she still got to deal with this, and I feel sorry for her. So Miss Beasley deserves a big round of applause. Oh my, if I could talk. Ooh, okay. But go off to Miss Beasley and go off to Mr. Dayton. Because, I mean, if you have never thanked Mr. Dayton, which I don't know how that's possible, you need to thank him during the Zoom call, or text him, or email him and tell him that you are thankful for him, because he does so much that you don't even know about, and he's probably one of the best teachers you'll ever have. So go off, Mr. Dayton. And the third go off is for you guys. You know, you've been around for 4 years, and that's a long time. So thanks for that. And I hope I get to say goodbye to most of you in person. But chances of that are looking kind of slim. And so just in case I don't get to, just know that I am a text away. I love you and I miss you, and I hope to see you again. So yeah, goodbye.
Thank you, Mary. All right, we have a video from Miss Lauren Pitts. I think she won the Best Dance Move Award earlier. Maybe she'll dance in her video, I don't know.
Hey everyone, I miss you all. I'm so glad you get to see me tonight. First of all, I just want to say that I, just like you, am sitting at my house watching me talk to you. So that's awkward, and I'm gonna make this short and sweet. So I guess first of all, I just want to thank my parents and my sister for coming to every show and picking me up from practice. My sister for being there with me for the first 3 years. I love you guys, and thank you for all you've done for me. Also, Mr. Dayton and Miss Beasley, thank you so much. You guys are the best. Thank you for everything you taught me, for being patient with me, and just being great people. And lastly, just want to thank all my friends that I've made over the years, and honestly all of you guys. Even if you're sitting there thinking, oh, she doesn't mean me, we've hardly talked, I mean you. Every single one of you have taught me something, or have just smiled back at me when I smile at you like a creepy person, and I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you. And I just, to all my buds, you know who you are. If you ever want to go to Taco Bell, I don't care if I'm in college, hit me up. I would love to go with you, and I can't wait to see you all again. Peace out.
Thank you, Lauren. I like Taco Bell. Next, we have Miss Hannah Plummer. Gonna watch the Hannah Plummer Show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hannah Show. No, I'm just kidding. Unless. No, I'm just playing. Okay, but for real, I want to say thank you. Thank you for giving me the best high school experience ever. Not because band is the most funnest thing in the world, because it's not, but because each and every one of you guys, I have never, ever, ever met a more loud, annoying, absolute insane group like the one we have. Also, thank you, Mr. Dayton and the Baddest Bee, for just being yourself. Y'all are the realest, the best. I love you both so much. And, all right. The Hannah Show has got to go. Bye!
Thank you, Hannah. We're going to miss the Hannah Show. Thank you so much. Next, we have Miss Grace Richardson. She has a video for us.
So this might be rough, but bear with me. I came back to band year after year for the people because you were all so funny and interesting. So if I did not do band, I wouldn't have any friends. And that wouldn't be cool. So it's crazy how you can go from not having a set group of friends to having a group of like 10 or 12 that was always there for you and that you spent so much time with. And just all of my best memories are spent with those people. So you all know who you are, so thank you for that. And to all the clarinets, thank you so much for always inspiring me, because I always wanted to be the best. So you always pushed me forward. And keep on playing clarinet, because if you're not already better than me, then you will be very, very soon, because you're all so talented. I do love all of the clarinets dearly, so thank you so much. And Mr. Dayton, thank you for always giving great advice to me and probably shaping who I am as a person, which is kind of crazy, but thank you for that. And for letting me know that if I ever needed anything, I could always just come ask you. It really meant so much to me, so thank you. And to my parents, you will never know how much it meant to me to be able to look up before a competition starts and see you all sitting up there cheering me on. It meant so much to me. Thank you so much. I will never be able to say thank you enough for the amazing support that you've given me. So thank you. So I guess that wraps it up. I hope you all know how I feel about you, everyone in band. I like you all a lot. And don't lose touch with me. Reach out to me. I'm just really bad at reaching out first. So thank you all for an amazing 5 years, I guess, because I did in 8th grade. But thank you.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you very much. Very proud of you. Next, we have a video from Mr. Dawson Rogers.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are doing very well and staying safe. I just wanted to take this time to thank a few people. I would like to start off by thanking Mr. Dayton and Miss Beasley. They have been such a huge influence on my life throughout my music career, and just, being a light in my everyday life, being able to talk with them about problems I may have or situations I don't know how to deal with. I'm so thankful that they were there for me and that they gave me their time and their energy and just overall being there for me. Next, I would like to go on to my peers, my friends that have been with me through thick and thin. I couldn't have asked for a better group of people to be around. All the people that are in band, they are my family. And I would not trade them for the world, for anybody else at all. This is having to say this speech on not with an actual audience physically, it's very heartbreaking not be able to see all your faces and being there to give you hugs and catching up on old times. But, you know, I'm thankful that we get this opportunity, and I hope I get to see you all in the near future. Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you, Dawson. We hope to see you marching with Music City next summer. All right. Next, we have Mr. Richard Schoonover III. Don't have a video from Richard, but just want you to know that we're very proud of you, Richard, and we're very thankful that you are part of our group. If I remember correctly, I might not be correct, but I believe the year that you joined us, you had contacted me the year before and said, hey, I want to join band, and we gave you all the dates, and you didn't show up to band camp. And the first day of school, you came in my office and said, I want to be in band. And I said, too bad, you didn't come to band camp. And you were very persistent, and we continued to discuss it. And so we decided, all right, well, let's give it a shot. And I'm very, very thankful that we did give it a shot, because it's been awesome having you in band and having you in jazz band, and just being around you and getting to know you, buddy. So very proud of you and thankful that you've been part of us. Next, we have Mr. Corbin Scruggs. Unfortunately, Corbin is not with us, but he is class of 2020. I want to make sure that we recognize him. I did reach out to his parents and asked them if they would make a short little video in lieu of Corbin's speech. So I'm going to play that now for you, and just want you to know we love you, Corbin.
Hello. We don't do this very often, so we don't know. To say we're here to represent Corbin, no, Corbin was Corbin. So we can't really represent, but we can say thank you to anyone and everyone that's ever came to his side. He didn't have a lot of friends when it came to that. Molly, you were his ride or die in band. So we thank you for any and all support, and just know that Corbin was with y'all this season.
Yeah, it's been a hard year, I know, due to all the COVIDs and everything that's going on, and we're proud of you all, and we love you all, and y'all have been such a big part of our lives, and you'll always be a big part of our lives. So we just want to say thank you and congratulations, and good luck to everybody as you go on and start the next chapter of your lives.
And as Corbin would say,
do which one? This is why we can't have nice things? Is that more cowbell?
Let's make some noise. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy and Michael. We love you guys, and we love Corbin. Thank you very much. Next, we have Mr. Morgan Smith. We have a nice video from Morgan here.
So, it's currently 2:25 in the morning. Just got home from work. I just want to give a warning to all the incoming freshmen especially, that high school flies. I think it's going to be hard, especially with this virus, going straight from being a kid to being an adult. I think that the biggest lesson that people need to take from the seniors this year, especially in the class of 2020, is don't take things for granted. 2 months ago, I was living life as a high schooler, hanging out with my friends, hating school. Everything's changed. I've been working full-time, 40 hours a week, plus overtime. It's different. I want to thank my family, my band family, my high school family, for being with me and supporting me through high school and my times now. think I'm gonna miss band, but I think band is a good thing to get into. It's definitely one of the more active things that you could get into in high school. Just have fun, live your life, enjoy high school, because once it's over, everything changes.
Thank you, Morgan. Very proud of you, buddy. Very proud of you. Next, we have Miss Skylar Stewart. We don't have a video from her, but we are very proud of her, and she's always been a wonderful leader in our color guard section, leading through a wonderful example and a positive attitude, and taking some risk, like Miss Miller talked about a little bit earlier, and just very graceful and wonderful. And we're thankful that you've been a part of us for the past 4 years. So thank you very much, Skylar. Next, we have Ms. Zay Vaughn. I think she won the one of the best smile awards, didn't she? So Ms. Zay has a nice video for us.
Wow, and just like that, it's over. I remember my freshman year, my first time stepping onto the field, hearing our names being called. And that's the moment I realized that's where I was going to be for the next 4 years of my high school career. I love being part of this amazing group. Being part of this group has taught me so many things and has given me my lifelong best friends that I'm so blessed to have. It's taught me 3 main things. 1, stay strong. 2, never give up. And 3, it's always worth the win. I want to thank God for making Color Guard a part of my story. I want to thank my mama in heaven for making me who I am today. I want to thank my aunt and little brother for always supporting me through the long nights and early mornings and pushing me to keep going even when I wanted to quit. I want to thank all my friend moms. You know who you are. I love you so much, and I couldn't have done it without you. I want to thank all my friends for loving me and being there for me whenever I wanted to give up, and you always knew how to put a smile on my face, and I really thank you for that. Now I want to thank Mr. Dayton. Thank you for being able to make jokes and make me happy and smile. Thank you for being someone I could talk to. You are the best band director and best founding father of our gang, 3.5. Now I want to thank Miss Miller, Miss School Mills. Thank you for all the lunch dates and all the amazing advice that you've given me through these years. I love you so much, and I couldn't have asked for a better band director to come in, better guard instructor to come in, and I love you so much. You are the sweetest person ever. Miss Beasley, the baddest bee, thank you for pushing us to be our best, even when we didn't want to be. You pushed us the most, and I thank you for that. For all the incoming freshmen, don't go to the staff bathroom unless you have a piece of gum if you want to stay on Miss Beasley's good side. I love you all so much, and thank you for this amazing 4 years that I've had with all of you. To all the band students, I love you, and you will always be missed, and I'm so happy that I got to be a part of an amazing team. Love you all, and I'll always be a marching Cougar.
Thank you, Zay. Thank you very much. Hey, so that concludes our seniors. This year's senior class is just a wonderful class, and it's always, every year, it's hard to see our seniors go, but it's part of it. And it's always kind of exciting a few years from now to hear what you're doing in this world and the wonderful things that you're doing and how you're making the world a better place. One of the best parts about being a band director is, I've known you guys for 4 years at least. I can still remember several of you when you were in 6th grade band. And then Miss Beasley, she's even had a couple of you guys since you were in kindergarten. She had a few of you guys for 13 years. So we really care about you guys, and we really hope the best for your future. And we're always here if you need anything. So come back and visit. That's for me personally, that's one of the most rewarding parts about the job, is when somebody comes back and visits and says hi and tells us what they're doing with their lives and all those wonderful things. Every year I'd have a few pieces of advice or some quotes and different things and some things. So I want to share those with you. You have a responsibility to the group. You're not done because you're graduating. So as you move to the next chapter of your life and you grow up and you are a contributing member of society, you Your responsibility to this group for the rest of your life is to advocate for the arts. Arts are constantly under the gun when it comes to budget cuts and different things of that sort. And so your job is to step up for the arts when needed, and always share your stories, let people know how it impacted your life and it made you a better person. And so that's your responsibility. So your responsibility is never done. You might be graduating, but you have a job. Just a quote from one of my favorite movies, Rocky. Life's not going to be easy. I think sometimes we are not used to being told no, or sometimes we're not used to struggling through things. And sometimes it's easy to give up. Sometimes it's easy not to even try rather than potentially fail at something. So my quote from Rocky is, sometimes life's going to knock you down, but your job is to get back up. All right. It's going to be rough sometimes. I want you to choose your words wisely. You can't take them back. I think we've all been guilty at different points where we've said something and then realized we shouldn't have, and we can all apologize all day long, but the words are out there. You can never take them back. And sometimes it's better just to remain quiet. There's a good book that I try to read regularly, and it talks about sometimes even a fool can appear wise if they'll just remain silent. So choose your words wisely. Don't feel like you have to say something all the time. I have a joke about criticizing people, but I think it's got some good wisdom in it. The joke is you should never criticize somebody until you've walked a mile in their shoes. And the reason is because once you've walked a mile in their shoes, you're a mile away from them and you have their shoes, and then you can criticize them. But seriously, don't criticize somebody until you've walked a mile in their shoes. Every day of your life is an audition. Every person that you meet, every person that you interact with, everything that you do is an audition for your future. And the little bitty things that you do in life can have huge impacts in the future. So I hope that you'll take that with you. My wish for you as you go into your next part of your life is I want you to be happy. I don't care what you do with your life. I don't care what you choose to do, what your profession is. I want you to be happy. I want you to come back and visit. And in 10 to 20, 30, 40 years, I want to be able to ask you if you're happy, and I want your answer to be yes. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you're happy. And you have to find what makes you happy. You have to define that for yourself. Don't let other people give you a skewed reason that makes you think you might be happy. You need to find the reasons that make you happy. And then lastly, before we get to some other stuff, I always tell the starfish story. I have it written out here, but I think I'm just going to try to tell it. But I think it's got a good, and I always say this one, but I think it has a good message in it. So anyway, there's this big storm comes into town, maybe there's some uncharted waters, right? That's funny. And we're at a beach, and the storm washes up all these starfish up on the seashore. There's thousands of starfish on the seashore. And this man's taking his normal morning walk that he does every morning. And as he's walking down the beach, he bends down and he picks up starfish and he throws it back in the ocean. And as he's doing his walk, he just continues to do that. And this little boy walking by him, and he says, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm throwing these starfish back in the water." And he said, "There's thousands of starfish here on this beach. There's no way that you can make a difference. There's no way you can do all this." And so what did the old man do? He bent down, he picked up a starfish. He said, "I made a difference for that one," as he threw it back in the ocean. So again, the smallest little things that you can do in your life are going to have big impacts on other people. So don't think that any deed is too small and should be overlooked. So save that starfish, save as many as you can, make a difference, move on. Next thing we're going to do is Erica Lyons has created a video montage for us, as she's done, I think, the past 3 or 4 years. She always does a wonderful job, and I'm very thankful for that, because before she started doing it, I was having to do it, and it's a big undertaking, and it takes some stress off of my plate, and she does such a wonderful job at it. I say that somebody's going to need to do that next year. So I hope somebody will step up and do that next year and help us out. Erica, we are very thankful for everything that you've done with that. So at this point, we're going to show our video. And then after the video, we have our last few awards, and then we'll wrap it up.
You leave it back out there! Leave it! you mess up.
What is happening? Yeah, you want to see me with like clothes on?
Molly, how was your senior year?
It was awesome. We had the best drum line ever, and also the best percussion section ever, and also I have.
Biggie bag. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You're stupid.
Dance.
Censuses.
Oh, weird.
That's free solo orders.
I would love to know.
That would have been
Oh, wait, whoa.
It's 3,300. And they're asking money. They're asking for money.
Lauren, how was your senior year?
Oh man, it was great. No regrets.
How was your senior year of marching band?
It was great. I'm so excited, and I think I put 4 years into one big performance right now, and I'm so happy. My hair is wet, but I'm still smiling.
Is there anything that you want to say to the next freshman?
I want to say to the next freshman that you're in an awesome band, and it's gonna be great.
Oh, Dawson, guess what?
Dawson, how was your senior year of marching band?
Let me see your. Great, brother.
How was your senior year of marching band?
Awesome.
How was your senior year of marching band? Richard, how was your senior year of marching band?
It was a big eat.
But it's more fun to tell people I do.
How was your senior year of marching band?
I'm gonna miss it.
How was your senior year of marching band?
This is the best one I've had.
Oh, weird.
That's free solo orders.
I would love to know.
That would have been
Oh, wait, whoa.
How was your senior year of marching band?
I don't know.
Is there anything you want to say?
I ain't never doing this again.
How was your senior year of marching band?
It was great. We out here.
marching band?
No.
No. How was your senior year marching band?
I don't want it to end.
Skylar, how was your senior year marching band?
It's over.
How was your senior year marching band?
Super good. Good friends, good instructors, good everything.
Our senior year went fantastic. We got grand champions and first place in everything, and I'm gonna miss it. Our last performance was one of the best that we've ever done, and I'm gonna miss every single one of you guys. Peace.
Thank you, Erica. Again, I'm very thankful that you do that for us. You always do such a wonderful job. Great video. I'll post these videos on, I guess the band Facebook page is probably the best place to do those. So I'll get that stuff posted. And obviously, again, this entire banquet, it will be archived on my YouTube page. We have just a couple of awards left, and then we will be finished for the evening. So our next award is our Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. We started this a few years ago. And so there's a description that comes with some of these awards. So I want to read those before we announce who that is. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award was introduced in 1974 to honor the outstanding jazz musician at each high school who exhibits dedication, musicianship, creativity, and love and enthusiasm for the jazz art form. Our Louis Armstrong recipient will get a trophy and a pin, as well as a certificate from our instrumentalist organization. So, and this year's Louis Armstrong Jazz Award goes to Miss Penelope Coles. Congratulations, Penelope. Our next award is our Color Guard Instructors Award. I'm going to read this real quick, and then I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Miller. But we established this award in 2015 at Logan County High School. It's the Color Guard Instructors Award. It's presented to a graduating senior or seniors, color guard member who's demonstrated dedication, loyalty, discipline, and leadership in the band and guard program. The recipient or recipients of the Color Guard Instructors Award is selected by the color guard instructor and the band director. So I'm going to turn this over to Ms. Miller and invite her to come up.
So for this award, I decided that the group of seniors that we have is an outstanding group. All four of these young ladies are worthy of this recipient or of this award. So Amina Darden receives it, Skylar Stewart receives it, Zay Vaughn receives it, and Hannah Plummer will receive it. Congratulations.
And once our local trophy shop gets back up and running, those young ladies will also get a little trophy for that and a certificate as well. So we'll get those to you just as soon as we possibly can. Our next award is our Director's Award. I would ask Ms. Beasley to come. I don't know if she can socially distance, but we'll give this together. We established this award in 2013 at Logan County High School. The Director's Award is presented to graduating senior band members who demonstrate dedication, loyalty, discipline, and leadership in the band program. They will get a trophy once our local trophy shop opens and a certificate as well. This year's Director's Awards go to Miss Molly Crawford and Miss Lauren Pitts. Congratulations, ladies. Very proud of you. Our next award is our Semper Fidelis Award. And this is an award recognized by our Marines, and it has a description that goes along with it. High school musicians embody many virtues that Marines admire. By and large, a high school musician is someone who gives 110% throughout the year. Not only does the young musician have to maintain a high proficiency with an instrument through practice and rehearsal, but he or she has to maintain passing grades and devote time to the extracurricular needs of the band. In doing so, the high school musician displays traits that Marines consider essential to being a good leader. Those traits are endurance, knowledge, selfishness, and dependability. To promote recognition of the achievements and sacrifices those musicians make, the Marine Corps provides the Semper Fidelis Award, a tradition that dates back to the days of John Philip Sousa and his role in the Marines, his role in making the Marine Band the premier musical unit it is today, the President's Own. This year's Marine Semper Fidelis Award goes to Miss Penelope Coles and Mr. Dawson Rogers. Congratulations. I have to remember to advance that. And then our final award for the evening is our John Philip Sousa Award. I'll read to you about that. The John Philip Sousa Award was not only John Philip Sousa was not only a renowned composer and band leader, he was also a strong supporter of school music programs. He appeared as a guest conductor of school bands throughout the United States and adjudicated numerous youth band festivals. Sousa is a pillar of American music, and his music inspires everyone who hears and performs it. Since its inauguration in 1954, the John Philip Sousa Band Award has been given to thousands of outstanding high school band students for their superior musicianship, leadership, dependability, loyalty, endurance, unselfishness, and enthusiasm. The Sousa Award is the most prestigious award for high school band students. And this award this year, the 2020 John Philip Sousa Award winner, goes to Miss Riley Hobbs. Congratulations, Riley. She will also get a trophy and a certificate as well. So that concludes our 2020 band banquet. Right now, in a normal world, we would be scrambling to get our instruments ready and put on our annual movie concert to entertain our friends and family. Unfortunately, that won't happen. So I hope when we get done here, you can maybe turn on your favorite movie, maybe watch Indiana Jones or Empire Strikes Back. I don't know. But thank you for being with us. Again, I apologize for being in a different format, but that's where we are right now. When this is all said and done, we'll get together and have a cookout and share some food and camaraderie and all that stuff. A few last words of advice I have for all of you. Be safe. Make your bed. Let us know how we can help you. And we look forward to seeing you soon. LCHS Band rocks because of you. Have a great night. Thank you.